Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Win Some, You Lose Some podcast. I am Allie L. Munzer and I am here with my co-host, Allison Haber. 40, what's up?
Hi, what's going on?
Just another day, podcast episode 2. I mean, that's a huge win.
Truly.
This has been fun so far though. So let's see.
We've only done one thing.
And
it's been fun.
The work. I think people underestimate like a podcast. You don't just like pop the microphone on and go.
True. We have done some planning.
Yeah. I think we have to. We want to, otherwise we'd be all over the place, like our conversations.
Well, yeah, then it would become a completely different podcast. And we'd have like mental therapists reaching out to us being like, are you guys okay? Because we'd be like all over.
It'd be like, you really shouldn't be on air. Like, you shouldn't be sharing your thoughts with anyone. So the end of last episode we introduced who we are, how we met, kind of where we're from. So if you haven't listened, go back to that so you just kind of know who we are, why we're here, what we talk about. But at the end of that episode, you teased your viral moment. Yes. So we will get to that for sure because, it is pretty unhinged, some of the comments that you're getting. But again, people are going to have to wait till the end of the episode to learn more about that. But I did want to kind of go into the article that you sent me. You came across this really good article. It was in Marie Claire, UK, and it was called "It's Not All Gold Medals. 3 Olympians Share Their Reality." And I believe it was 3 Olympians from Great Britain. One was a swimmer, one was a track runner, and one was a cyclist, which I actually thought this was interesting because those are all 3, although they're part of a team, those are solo sports. Right. So I think, and to tell a little bit about what the article was about, it just basically talked about the things that women specifically face as professional athletes that maybe men don't, or men maybe don't deal with on the same scale. So of course it talked about like the pay inequalities, the inequalities with maybe the treatment they get, with the media not getting the media coverage that the men get, not getting the dollars for, whether it's sponsorships or whether it's for how much prize money they win, just the inequalities with that. And while I of course find that super interesting and super important, some of the things that came up for me that I feel like women have to deal with much more than men is like the pressures on appearance and body image, and especially in this world of like social media where everything gets posted.
So true. And especially with social media, like you've got the basketball, the track, like you've got all these athletes and they're actively doing like get ready for these dances before games. Like they're in front of people all the time. So I think, and of course, as we all know, once you put yourself out there, you open yourself up to a whole bunch of comments. But unfortunately, I think it's probably only gotten worse with the age of social media because, they are putting themselves out there probably a little bit more and in a different venue, right? Normally they're just coming out as an athlete. Now they're coming out as a girl who dances in the bathroom too, so it's a shame that they're having to deal with all that too. But I agree. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say that I think that with women, no matter what they're doing, their body is being judged. Right. So I'm never like, look at that male athlete. Looks like he put on a few pounds, but if a female athlete isn't maybe performing the best, or if she bends a certain way and has 3% body fat, they'll be like, oh, gained weight, a little body roll. You'll see that on social media, a picture of that circle, did so-and-so gain weight? It just seems so skewed that women have to deal with their weight and appearance while even doing their athletic event.
Well, especially because your body as an athlete takes on a completely different form than a normal, quote unquote, normal body. So like you are pushing your body to the limits in so many different ways. And I think there are people that are doing a great job of showcasing that, Sports Illustrated has done a good job of putting a lot of athletes in their like swimsuit editions and all of that. But you're right. It's like one misstep and it's called out. And it's really a shame. I mean, outside of the college world, once you get into the professional world and the Olympians, I mean, some of these women are growing into their 30s and having children and hitting different stages hormonally. It's, there's things that we single-handedly cannot control.
Yeah. And I feel like we went through that a lot. Like when we were in college playing soccer, we would have weigh-in days. So, I mean, there are so many things wrong with this. Like we're not wrestlers. We don't have to have a target weight. Right. But our coach, who was a male, would make us have weigh-in days. We would be in this little hallway with an old school scale, the slidey ones at the doctors, and we would stand in a line and we would all watch each other get weighed in
front of everyone.
And then in front of everyone. And it wasn't even our female trainer that was doing it. It was our male coach. And unless basically you were the same weight as the first day you entered college as an 18-year-old, he would make a derogatory comment to you about it.
Well, on top of us being in this room with our whole team, it was also like a major walkway to and from.
It was like a thoroughfare.
It was a thoroughfare, literally. To and from the in the training room. Like football players, they're walking by as they're 40, 155, oh my God. And I remember those words come to me in my sleep, him saying that to me, out loud in front of everyone. And then of course he made some comment and, it is what it is. But, starting at age, like you said, 18 and even before that, but in terms of athletics, how are why are we putting this type of pressure on our athletes in that way?
Right. And I think to the point of the article, it was if these athletes didn't have these pressures, would it be different? Would they perform at a higher level? Not that they're not already at a super elite level. I don't mean it like that. But just as athletes are always looking for ways to achieve more and more, maybe if this wasn't happening, this scrutiny on body images and appearance wasn't happening, then maybe the mental health would be better.
Exactly.
And if the mental health was better, then maybe the performance would be even more outstanding than it already is.
Well, and on top of that, the mental health side of things, it's also from a girl perspective, females, we're looked at as, you have to be polite, you have to act a certain way on and off the field. And so when you go onto the field or whatever avenue you're playing and you act competitive, that's all of a sudden a bad thing. Now, I'm not saying hair pulling craziness. I'm talking about straight competition, I'm trying to win. And there was a great quote in the article, and it was something along the lines of you're either likable or competitive.
Yeah.
Right? Or if you're too competitive, you're not likable. And I mean, talk about that on your mental health.
Yeah. I mean, it makes so much sense. Yeah. And if you're not personable enough, and if you don't answer in interviews the way they want you to, and if you make a comment that the person you played against didn't play well, then you're a bad person. It's all stuff that I feel is extra scrutinized for female athletes versus the male athletes.
I totally agree. And it's when did it become that way? Has it always been that way? Do you think?
I think it's always been that way.
Yeah. And maybe it's becoming more relevant because in good news, women's sports is becoming more relevant.
Yes. And yeah, actually, totally love that segue because it really is becoming investment in women's sports is no longer a charitable thing to do. It is something that you do because you want to not only be in on the movement and not only be a part of that, a part of the new and up and coming thing, but because investors are going to actually start making returns.
Right.
Which was never a thing before.
Never. And it's there are big people talking about women's sports. Big people. I don't know if you just saw this. Did you see Caitlin Clark's new Nike logo came out?
I have seen it.
I forgot to talk to you about that. It's cool. It's amazing. She has her Nike logo. I mean, that's elite status. She deserves it. Of course, people are crushing it. Of course. Because why wouldn't they?
No.
But yes, you're exactly right. It's they're not only are people investing, brands are investing, people see what's happening and it's good, especially for our kids. It's great.
For sure. The money is going there. Could you imagine a day when men's and women's sports are treated equal in the media and in broadcasting? It took me a while to understand what is the big thing that's holding women back. And a lot of it, think about a tennis tournament. So the U.S. Open is happening right now, right? The women's final will be on a Saturday, right? So the women's final is on a Saturday. Women play 3 sets, not 5 sets.
Right.
So the women's final will be on a Saturday during college football. The men's final will be on a Sunday with no football at all, with a likely longer match time.
Right.
Because it takes them longer, right? They play, it takes them longer should they go to 5 sets than it does for a women's match that may end in 2 sets. So once I realized, it's not just the media not covering it, it's that the women's sports are always also set up to not even be able to gain that media coverage. So, and I've always had an issue with tennis with that. I don't get it. Why do the women and men not play the same
It's an interesting
amount?
point. I've never even thought about it.
Yeah. Right?
Never.
Yeah. Women can play the same amount of sets as men.
Yeah, that's interesting. I
Don't
know.
get it.
Why is that?
Right?
Let's get on the horn with some
I don't
tennis
know.
people.
I know. We know a lot of tennis people.
Drop in the comments, people. Tell us the answer.
Tell us. And can that change?
Can it change?
Do we want it to change? I mean, maybe if I was a woman, I would. It's not like in soccer, men's and women's, you play 90-minute game. It's not like, hey, women play 60 minutes. Us men get the 90 minutes. We all play 90 minutes.
Very true.
I know, right?
Yeah, I feel a bit mind blown. I'm thinking about this hard. This field,
right?
Yeah. Are there other sports like this? I'm wondering now.
Well, I was just thinking golf, they have different tees.
They have different tees, which I understand in terms of the power situation. I mean, they normally can drive it further. So,
but are there no elite women that can drive it as far as
I
men?
mean, I'm sure there are a few.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. I don't know. That was a genuine
yeah,
question.
I mean, I'm sure there are many, but I would say as a whole, I would say probably the women are a little bit shorter on the drives.
Right.
And so therefore, because otherwise you would have to change all the pars.
And that doesn't affect the length of the play of the hole.
No,
duration wise.
It's supposed to make it equal.
Right. So that's fair. I don't know if there are any others.
I know. I'm trying to think about it. I think basketball is all the same timing, right? Soccer's the same timing. Swimming's all the same lengths.
Right. Volleyball, I think is the same. Track distances.
Same.
Rugby, I think is the same.
Huh. Tennis.
Right. Tennis. What's going on?
We got to talk to someone about this.
Let's USTA. Call us.
Someone reach out to us. Tell us this answer.
We have
Has anyone else not thought of this? Are we the first people to think of this?
I don't know. It might be. There we go. How are you feeling about the U.S. Open and Alex Morgan being there and all
I know. Did you see that? I love when they do that. They do the celebrity games or whatever where they're mic'd up and they're playing. Yeah. So she played and it was funny because she has a legit hit. She was trying to hit it hard.
Yes.
It was good, but I love the U.S. Open. I know our girl group has talked about trying to go one time. I've never been. Have you?
I've never been. We actually considered going this year because we have friends that always go, and it just didn't work out. I always feel it just didn't work out. I'll go next year. But we need to actually.
It's a hard time, I think, right?
It is.
School starting and there's a lot going on, but I do love I love tennis. I love the U.S. Open. I like the U.S. Open because I do feel like they do a good job of making it a little bit more edgy than other tournaments, right? So it's at night and, in New York. And so they got the marketing side of things, make it a little bit more edgy. But one thing I have noticed, and tell me if you've noticed this. So there's some sports that your apparel to the game. Are you geared up? Are you dressed nicely? What is your outfit, right? So tennis, I think, is interesting because I do think tennis is a bit of a fashion statement moment, right? Especially depending on the tournament.
Are you talking about the athletes or the spectators?
Little bit of both, honestly. So, right. So let's talk athletes first. Okay. So I think athletes, U.S. Open is that is the time to get a little racy, right? Because you remember Serena used to come out with some wild outfits.
Oh my God, did you see Frances Tiafoe's outfit
yesterday? No, I
didn't
see it.
It was Lululemon all red with tiger.
See?
And I was like, Frances, you are crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at Wimbledon, they're all white. They can't express themselves.
Can't. And if you try and ride that line, which some do, it's what are you doing? Yeah. Hold on. And same with fans. And I don't know if they're fans at Wimbledon, what they're called, but you're in presence of the Queen.
You are buttoned up.
You're wearing something nice. You're wearing tweed. What are you wearing? Princess Kate's there? I'm dressed in Yves Saint Laurent, you know? But then, like, so New York, like, I have seen some fashion, like, some celebrities go and everything. I mean, I know that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce made their appearance at that tennis match. He was, like, in head-to-toe Gucci, like, so
Gucci, yeah.
then that got me thinking, like, tennis is kind of like a gentleman's sport, right? So, like, that's like a dress-up sport, okay? Then you don't really see people in the stands looking sloppy.
No, you don't.
Golf. I think golf, you're either dressed nicely or you're dressed in golf gear.
I mean, which just cracks me up. I get that you're at a course, but some of these guys are dressed as though if Scotty Scheffler goes down, they are getting in and taking his spot.
They have on their
their golf spikes.
Their spikes. Yes. And like when they used to be like real metal spikes and you'd walk around a tournament, it's like, I'm like, where are you guys going?
They get called in.
So golf is another one. And then like from a female perspective, like, oh my God, the OOTDs that get ready with me for Masters, like especially down south. I mean, I guess you're probably getting some of it in Charleston, but like here in Georgia, like it is a thing. Do you see that fly just landed on my mic?
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, no, but the other thing with the Masters, and yes, we'll get back to your OOTDs, but on Masters Sunday, it's if you've ever been to the Masters or known anyone that's gone to the gift shop at the Masters, on Sunday, you have to wear your Masters gear. So if you do not have a yellow United States Masters gear on a Sunday, you are a loser because you have never been to the Masters and you don't know anyone that has. That would get you gear.
Right.
It cracks me up. We had our neighborhood Easter egg hunt and 73.6% of the neighborhood was wearing Masters stuff.
Of course.
And I just walked around asking people if it was Masters Sunday.
We
just to mess with them.
We start wearing Masters gear on Monday.
Okay, yeah.
For the week.
So
you got to prepare. But yeah, so like,
anyway, okay.
We do work with, speaking of influencers, we work with influencers that plan out their outfits starting, I'm talking a month prior, they're starting to shop for the Masters, what they're wearing. So
like, are they, and then they're like each day before, because you can't have a phone at the Masters.
Yeah.
So you can't even really see, you can't show what everyone else is wearing.
It's all pre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can't have a phone in there. You know, in terms of the golfers, I don't know that I'm wondering if there's a time at which they dress up or down. I feel like they're always pretty, you know.
Yeah.
There are some. Jason Day recently signed with a new company, and his clothes, actually, he had to tone it down for the Masters because his outfits were a little crazy for Augusta.
Yeah, I guess
they said rein it in. So, but yeah, like that's interesting because tennis is totally one of those sports. Golf is one of those sports. And then you have like football, right? Like you and I went to University of Miami. We wore t-shirts, jean shorts, soccer shorts.
Right.
Whatever was just in the closet to put on real fast. Gear. Had to be gear.
Right. Gear.
Head to toe. We still go back now and wear gear.
Head to toe gear. The same.
Gear. Head to toe gear. Whereas at Georgia, you don't wear as much gear. It's getting a little bit more gear heavy, I feel like, for some of the students.
Really?
Not a lot. You'll see when you come here, but mostly they wear cute outfits. So I'm talking dresses and I mean, full on same thing as the Masters. They are planning their game day outfits for weeks in advance.
Right. I did find it crazy when we were there about, I don't know, a month ago or whatever, and we went shopping and just to the stores in downtown Athens, that there were just racks and racks and racks of black and red dresses.
That's it.
And combinations of them. Like, and then I realized that it's because these will be worn to games.
Yes.
So you have to be in your team colors, which I love, team colors, but it's going to be a fancy day.
Oh, yeah.
But it's hot there. I don't want to be in like a puffy sleeved long dress.
I know. It's hot. It is hot. And boots. A lot of boots. Last year was the white boots. So I'm wondering what this year is going to be.
Like cowboy boots?
But tall ones.
Like Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Yeah. Okay.
So we'll see what they get into, but it's good. Where I tailgate, I watch a bunch of sorority girls make the walk by me to get to the street to go down to the stadium. So I see them all. I see all their game day outfits. And it is, I mean, I can't imagine that type of pressure again because I looked like I rolled out of like the weight room to go. I think I probably wore my strength and conditioning shirt 1 or 2 times to the games.
It was Miami branded.
Gear. And so like seeing these girls, I'm like, my God. But that's just the tip for them. I mean, the sorority situation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the sorority situation is pretty next level. And I know you have feelings on it. Would you like to share your feelings on it?
I would. And follow me on TikTok. I need to get back. I haven't even answered the people. I haven't given a response to my
What are you
statement.
on TikTok? Tell the
people.
people.
Haber929.
Okay. Haber929.
TikTok.
Follow 40. Look at her most recent one. Or have you posted anything since?
No, I need to. I need to a rebuttal of some sort. But
you need a follow.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I posted something on TikTok and all I said, I'm big into Rush Talk. I follow it. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's like so funny, so cute, so interesting. Like, I love all their outfits. I love their themes. I love it all, honestly.
Tell us what Rush Talk is.
So Rush Talk is on TikTok and it just like all the girls rushing sororities. And they have I don't know how long this has been going on. I think this is new, but they have these like choreographed dances and they, all have themes and they're wearing wigs and they're wearing, whatever, construction outfits. Like everything's different. So it follows them. And then some girls have popped off, especially at University of Alabama, leading to that documentary, which that was like more of like the dark side of things, which I prefer to keep it light, but they've become very famous. And like sorority Rush Talk now is a real moneymaker for some of these kids. In fact, Alex Earl, a fellow Kane, she was not in a sorority at Miami. I think she did one of her podcasts was about that because she had a bad experience and she did not do it.
Like a bad experience with Rush? Yeah, well, Miami Greek life is not big.
No, it's not. And so she was not in one. So this year, she went to University of, I think it was Texas. I need to go back and look. And she rushed. Okay. And it was like hilarious. And so she did all the dances and she was like in the thing and it was really cute. So anyway, it's huge. Rush Talk's huge. So I made a very simple comment. And so when you rush a sorority, and again, I didn't do it. I'm talking a little out of turn, but the final day you get your bid, who picked you. So you open this envelope and it says, Tridelt picked you. Yay. And everyone screams and yells.
So many things are wrong with that, but go
then
ahead.
You go to the house and you celebrate and whatever. So I've been seeing a lot of these people going after bid day back to the house and they're celebrating and raging and their moms are there and their moms are like crying with them and they're like hugging and I was kind of, why are your moms there? So I was like, I'm going to throw this on TikTok. And like, literally, I love my mom and I want to hang out with her all the time. So like, this is nothing against moms. I just simply asked the question, why are your moms there? Like, I just don't understand that. Oh my God, Allie. There is definitely, I would say, I don't know, I'd have to count it out now. I'd say it's becoming a little bit more even. I would say the majority agrees with me and they're like, yeah, I know it's kind of crazy. It's gotten out of control. There are people that are so offended that I would dare ask such a question. Like, offended.
Right. Why would the moms not be there is what they're saying.
Yes. Like, they're like, are you kidding? Like, one of them said that, well, my daughter's been down the gauntlet. I had to support her. That's the hardest thing your daughter has gone through in her life? No.
What do they have to do? And I'm genuinely asking.
I honestly have no idea.
Like, I know they learn the dances and those look complicated.
They do like, it's like a long day, I think. They like go house to house. They have to meet everybody. Like, it is a full thing. I will agree with it.
So like meeting people and
I like to drive down the road in Athens on that day because there's just hundreds of girls walking house to house. It's wild. They have like philanthropy days. I mean, overall, the overarching theme of sororities and fraternities is a great thing. I mean, they're very charitable.
Yeah, I'm not against them. I don't like we will interview, look at your outfits of the day, look at your social media presence, see how much we like you or how much we don't. We'll see if you fit in here. And then we will decide if we will pick you to join us. And then if we do, lucky you, tears, mom is there crying, like great. But I feel like their whole undertone of sisterhood, but then being like sisterhood, but not for you. You're not good enough.
Well, and it's interesting.
That I don't love.
So many people I talk to, like they love their sorority for a little bit and then they're over the sorority. Or they did it just to like meet people and then they kind of stopped going or whatever. And so, but I mean, I don't know. A lot of people also loved it. There's a legacy situation where you're dealing with like grandparents grandmothers who were in it. And, you know, oh my God, if you don't do it, you know, who knows?
Right. Okay,
so I think it's a much bigger topic, especially in the South. In the South than we know about it. I know Arizona State is making waves in Rush Talk this season.
Really?
So
wouldn't have thought about that.
I know, me neither. So that's a good one. But like some of these comments, so like one of my favorites, I wrote some down. I wrote some down for you guys just to like. Okay. So my favorite one, and it has come up a few times, and some people, my adoring fans that I don't know, have actually commented back for me because I haven't said anything. But they say like, oh, well, your mom went to your soccer games.
Excuse me?
Yes. That is the biggest response.
Okay. So as if they are comparing the bid day to a
sorority, they're comparing being in a sorority to being a college athlete, which I find a bit apples to oranges.
Agreed. Excellent way to put it.
Literally apples to oranges. I mean, of course my mom came to soccer games. Like I've been playing soccer since I was 5. She had to drive me to soccer games for 10 years of my life. Like
they've sacrificed hours. They've
sacrificed their life for me to play soccer.
Exactly.
Like,
right.
Of course she's come to my soccer games. Like I cannot tell you how many people have said that. It is wild.
That is wild. What about on the other hand, like what are the other comments? The good responses are like, yeah, I know it's crazy. Yeah. And in response to that, like people have said like this is not even close to the same thing. Not even close. Yeah. All right, read us one that you wrote down.
Okay, this one really got me. Okay, at the beginning of my TikTok, I said, this is coming from a place of peace and love. And it really is, because honestly, like, I went to a school that had sororities were a big deal. I would have done it. Like, for sure.
Right, you have always said that.
For sure. I would have done it. If I went to Georgia.
Right, you have nothing against sororities.
No.
You were comparing the bid day moms.
The idea of, like, living in a house with all these girls and, like, getting ready and, like, blaring music. Like, that sounds so fun to me. I love that.
Right.
Like, I would have loved a sorority. Theme parties. Oh, that would have been my favorite thing ever. So I really is coming from a place of peace and love. I just don't understand why your moms are there. So this one girl wrote me back and she said, your mom, one more backstory. So I said in my thing that my mom took me to preseason to drop me off in Miami.
Right.
We had to be there like 8 days early or something for preseason.
Yeah.
And so I was not there to help her set up my dorm at all because I was in preseason. So like,
because we had three a day training sessions.
So she did everything, right? So her, my mom, my dad, and my brother, they did everything. So they like went to Target 1,000 times, Bed Bath and Beyond. Like, they were like so over it by the end. Because every time I would come back and I'd be like, I need XYZ. And they'd be like, oh my God. And then they'd have to go get it again because I was not there, you know? And so
you weren't available.
When my mom left, like the last day, like she did not cry. Like she was like, bye. Like they could not wait to get out of there. Like they're like, this is terrible. Like we gotta go. You know, like Ricky, my brother's like, we hightailed it out of there. Like it was so bad moving you in. So like she bailed. So I said that in my story. So this person says, your mom sounds like she suffered from detachment disorder and a touch of narcissism. Maybe it's genetic. Pat? You're talking about my Pat that way? My mom's name.
Do not talk about Pat Ford like that, number one.
Are you dying over this? I'm like, excuse me?
What?
Yeah.
She went after your mom?
Detachment disorder.
What even is that?
I'm like, are you a doctor? And if you're not, you should be seeing one because are you okay to comment that?
Did that come from a place of peace and love? No. Wow, that is aggressive. I did not see that.
Isn't that wild?
Oh my gosh, how dare she?
I know, but I'm really enjoying it. It's fun. It's fun.
You do love it.
My feelings aren't hurt at all. It's like, this is so fun.
I know, but you haven't responded. Although you can't
I'm not getting involved.
Nothing you say back is
not getting involved. The only thing I did respond to was they said, you must not be from the South. And I said, I am.
Right. Yeah.
So
That's
no, you can't play that game with those people. They're obviously unhinged.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Who, and maybe, some people here, who comments on someone's post that they don't know have never met? Like, who gets so fired up about something? Like, I just don't. I like a lot on Instagram, but I do not comment. And same with TikTok. I'll like, but I don't comment. But to see this post of yours and to be so fired up about it that they take the time to gather up all their meanness.
Well, and especially because it's not
type it out.
It's not that I'm talking about something super controversial. Like, I'm not discussing something that really should light a fire. I just asked why your moms were there. That's all. So if someone's going to comment on, a political post or something like that, that's one thing. If that's what you want to do, you feel strongly about that, fine, do it. But you're going to main comment that I asked a question. It's just so crazy.
Right back. Listen, people, there are no stupid questions.
Right. Did you not learn that in kindergarten?
You have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge.
About sororities.
Specifically about sororities, but...
Why can no one tell me this?
I mean, I actually cannot tell you because I don't know anything about it.
Me neither. And what's going to happen is both of our daughters are going to be my two and your one are going to be in sororities. And they're going to be just raging, the girliest girls running loose through campus.
And when you are crying on bid day, I'm gonna be there to film it, and I'm gonna put it up on TikTok, and I'm gonna be like, "See, all you haters were right. You were right.
Find that lady.
She is there, and she is crying."
Yeah, I'm not going.
There's no chance.
I hope she gets a pick if she wants to. I'm not going. Nope.
Well, you're up to a lot of comments on that.
Yeah.
I think I haven't looked recently, but you got to be at 200. And
I think I'm at 200 comments or something.
Yeah, wow. And 11,000 views. A lot. Good for you. You're going viral.
I know.
Your influencer career is starting. It's starting.
Come on, go follow
Let's
me.
Go.
Maybe I should change my name to 40, though. Since now everyone's going to know me as 40. I should change my name.
You're 40. Yes, please be 40. I mean, that's how everyone knows.
It's true. I'm going to do that.
Okay. All right. Great. Now you got to update. Next episode, we will update you on how to follow 40.
A constant moving. And the day that I get my first PR mailing, you guys will know. You'll be the first to know. That will solidify me as an influencer.
Can you mail yourself something from the company
you
work for
some
PR?
Places that you can just sign up and they pretty much will send it to anybody, but I don't want to do that. I want to really earn it.
You want authentic. You want to talk about a Diet Coke on this podcast and have Diet Coke send you
yes!
Well done. Well done. For those of you listening, she just lifted her Diet Coke can that I did not know was theirs. Okay. Well, we all have a mission in life. We have hopes and dreams. We know yours. We will work very hard to get you to influencer status, with the first step being a PR.
Thank you. It takes a village. Yes. I appreciate it, truly.
Yes, we'll do our best. But so next episode, maybe you can update us on your viral sitch, and we can just go from there.
We already have a really good topic for next episode, so get ready.
We did?
Yes, remember the thing we talked about yesterday?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Oh God, look at us with teasers.
Yeah, drop that teaser in there. Yes, it's going to be a really good one.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on it. All right. Well, awesome. Great talking to you, 40. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We are going to get our socials set up in addition to 40s and my separate ones. We're going to get the podcast ones set up. So we will keep you posted on that. But until then, I hope you have a great week. Go Canes.
Play hard. Win some on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win some.
Win some.